Alright, what's up, Chads? It's time. I was going to do another video today, but a bunch of you guys just been messaging me. You know what time it is. We're going to do it again. We're going to react to someone else, and we've already actually reacted to this guy, Biaheza. He's now trading with a much bigger lot size, much bigger account size. Let's see what he can actually do. A lot of people said that this is a great video, so let's just jump right into it. Before I start, just want to quickly say that the FTMO, I'm going to actually be delaying that until Wednesday just because I have 2 extra days of the challenge. So there's no point for me to upload something tomorrow and then do another one just 2 days later. So we're just going to compact it into one thing. So wait for that for Wednesday. And of course, if you guys are new here, new to the channel, my name is Hunter. This is Hunter FX. This is the best Forex YouTube channel there is, the most woke Forex trader. This channel teaches you all the other stuff that the other channels don't. We dive into really crazy stuff. I do live streaming every Monday to Friday. You can jump in to the live stream. Make sure you guys actually learn something instead of just old regurgitated garbage that everybody else teaches. We're actually going to teach you something useful. All right, finally, let's get on with it. I've been talking for way too long. You guys are bored already. You probably already skipped away from the video. Just make sure you leave the video running in the background there so I can get that watch time. Please and thank you. Let's start.
I can't believe we're actually going to do this, but in this video, we're going to try day trading with $50,000. I'm kind of nervous about this one, but let's just dive right into it.
Yo, that's a really sick monitor, by the way. I love his setup. That's so cool. I like looking at the background. I love it. That's cool too, man.
Yo, okay, so this is me from the future talking here, and if you're not aware, day trading is a process where you buy and sell stocks, commodities, or currencies in the same day, potentially even multiple times in hopes of making a profit. In this video, we day traded currencies, which is often referred to as Forex. Now, the reason I'm prefacing this video with this message is because I come to some very interesting, potentially controversial conclusions at the end of this week that I feel like are important for people to hear, as they contradict a lot of what we hear about day trading on YouTube. So I really encourage you guys to watch till the end of this one, where I get into my takeaways. I know people say this all the time to boost their watch time and get people to watch till the end of their videos. I'm really not doing that.
I literally just told you guys to make sure that you leave this video playing to increase my watch time. So make sure that you guys do that because you know, it's gonna be great and it's gonna help me.
I think that it's kind of important, so back to the video.
No clickbait here. I really funded my Forex brokerage account with 50 bands over the weekend. They only allow 10 per transaction, so I had to do 5 different transactions. This is not a demo fake practice account we're going to be trading with here. Let me dive in here, log in for you guys, and show you that it is in fact a live account. I'm going to record it with my phone here, so let's go on Google Chrome, forex.com, log in. I'm probably going to blur my credentials, but let's hit log in. As you can see, we got 50,000 available to trade. I'll refresh that real quick. As you can see, still 50,000. I'm on the funding section of the website. As you can see here, we got 5 transactions for 10.
You know, honestly, I trust this guy. He's just a huge YouTuber. I wouldn't have any reason to believe he doesn't have $50,000. I just want to say quickly, his damn editing skills and his video quality is just so damn nice. It's so beautiful. Everything about what he's doing. I wish I could do it this way, but I'm just far too lazy. It's doing great.
$10,000. I'll refresh it once again, so you can see that this is no bamboozle going on here.
A bamboozle.
Forex.com brokerage I'm using honestly has terrible spreads, a max leverage of I believe 1 to 50, so it kind of sucks to trade with them, but they are a regulated broker, so that's nice since I can kind of trust them with my money and not have them run off on me. I mean, there's just no way I was going to deposit that much into.
Just so you guys know, 50x leverage is completely fine if you're trading with an actual good, safe percentage per trade risk. Like if you're using 1% of your total account size, you really don't need 400x leverage. You can use 50, that's completely fine. So it doesn't matter if you're using this broker or not.
It's one of these sketchy, non-regulated Bitcoin-only brokerages. So we're going to trade with this account over the next few days. I think the most we've done thus far on this channel
Prime
was day trading with
XBTC.
10K, so we didn't double, we didn't triple, we're straight diving deep and going for the ×5 on this one. Will I be able to pay the quarterly taxes on my dropshipping business after this video? Great question. So Subscribe to find out. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that irresponsible. I wouldn't do this if it put my financial situation and business in jeopardy, and neither should you. I don't recommend anybody day trades. It's super risky. Chances are you'll lose money the way I often do in these types of videos. Hopefully not this one, but point being,
I recommend you guys try day trading. Just make sure you watch my videos first, because we're the most woke alpha channel on YouTube, and you're guaranteed to become profitable just by watching one video alone. Probably this one plus another one maybe. Just go ahead and click, on the sidebar there, and watch another video after this one. Leave this one playing, and then you guys will be a professional just like me too.
I'm not here to sell you on day trading. We're just here for a good time.
Bro, I'm straight up having a good time.
But that is some solid cheese if this goes south, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with the trades and actually try my best to come out of this week profitable, put in all I got, everything I've learned over the last few months. I think I'm still even subscribed to some signal services, so I'll see what those recommend. Be on the lookout for news, the whole 9 yards. I think this will make for great videos, as my reactions to everything are gonna be as genuine as they get, since we got some solid guap on the line. But it is only Sunday, 2:41 p.m. at the moment. We're gonna get into the trading Monday night, since I guess all the action and the most movement happens with currency exchanges when it's nighttime in the Pacific time zone. So I'm going to keep that in mind and kind of bend my sleeping schedule around that. So I'll go to sleep really early and wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. to trade this week. And all of that said, I'll see you guys on Monday.
If you guys are actually on the Western Hemisphere, you might actually have to do something similar. The best sleep schedule for me, actually being on the West Coast, is sleeping 8 to 12 twice a day, and then I can actually get all the sessions, just in case you guys wanted to start trading as well, if you're not already.
Okay, so it's currently 5:56 p.m. on Monday. I had to come down to LA on some business. But is this gonna stop our day trading challenge? Or I should say night trading challenge, since we're gonna be trading at night? Absolutely not. We're gonna be night trading out of this tax deductible hotel here. I basically brought the stew with me. Now I know I said I wouldn't start trading until Monday night, so like 2 or 3 a.m. on Tuesday, but guilty. I did a trade this morning. Guilty. There was an opportunity on the USD/CHF pair. It's been tanking the last couple of days, and it started recently showing signs of bouncing back. So I went in with about a $9,000 position, set the take profit at $730 in the green, and then the stop loss at -500. So we'll definitely see how that plays out, but at this point I'm gonna do some prep work here, look for trade ideas, and then
So first of all, he seems to be trading based off of what his actual profit amount is going to be in his stop loss. He's got a roughly 1.5 R profit ratio there, so if he does profit, he wins about 1.5 times what he's risking. It seems weird that he's just arbitrarily risked 500 instead of actually putting it into a normal position there where we would actually want to see the stop.
Again, it's almost 6 p.m. so I'm gonna try to fall asleep. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll try, so that way we can wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. ready to go, energized, and get into some more trades, and this time with some more money. Should be pretty exciting, so I'll see you guys then.
Cool montage.
Currently 3:04 a.m. Let's get serious here. The first trade that we actually did earlier on Monday ended up closing and it hit the stop loss, so we lost around $612 on that one.
I can't do this.
I thought,
but oh well, it is what it is. Let's see if we can get into some other trades here right now. So I ended up going into 3 different trades here, all based on the same concept of there supposedly being a reversal on the Australian dollar. I'm somehow still subscribed to the Fiverr guy signals from a couple videos ago. I'm not paying for them, but I guess I never got disconnected. He sent out a couple signals about this reversal, and it seemed legit. So I went in with a 5,000 buy position on the British Australia pair, a short position on the Australian Canadian pair with 3 grand, then actually back into the USD CHF pair with 5,000, and finally a 3,000 short position into the Australian New Zealand pair. So at this point I had around $20,000 throughout all the trades. The reason why I didn't want to go in with more is if they went south, this brokerage can automatically close the trades if you don't have a balance in your account to support the margin. And boy did they go south.
so just in case you guys don't know, that's called getting margin called. So that's when you're not actually having any free capital left because you've opened too many positions. It goes negative into your balance, and then the broker now can't trust that you can actually support what you owe, and then they just close the position because they don't want you to go even more negative.
Ended up losing 1,300 on the British pound Australian and lost
Holy crap,
2,100 on
man.
the Australian Canadian pair. Now on Wednesday I went back into that pair and unfortunately lost another 1,500. So those signals really messed us up here. But on Thursday, we got that USD CHF pair closing at 700 in the red, and at least we ended it off on a good note with the 600 profit on the Australian New Zealand pair.
What is going on?
So that really...
He just had like 7 trades into the red, and like they're probably averaging about 1,500 loss each, and then he has 1 winner, and the winner is only about half the size of the losers on average, it seems. And the next thing I notice is that his range of his losers are just completely random. It goes from like 700 to 2100. So he's putting 3 times the value on some trades, and I really don't think that was intentional. I think he's just basically using the same lot sizes no matter what. So that's his first problem, is he needs to calculate actually how much he's willing to risk on every single trade, and then change his position size based on the distance to the stop. And so if you want to risk like 1% or whatever, right?
really did not play out too well. We are left with 44k of the original 50, so that's like a 10% loss this week, which is unfortunate, but the good thing is I finally came to a conclusion on all this Forex day trading stuff. The big takeaway I got from this whole experiment, and hear me out on this one, I likely mentioned it before and got some backlash for it, but I'm gonna say it how I see it, and that's how this Forex day trading stuff is awfully similar to poker. People who gamble on poker professionally can often make money, but a lot of it is out of your control. The better players will pay a lot of attention to the cards on the table, eliminating potential possible hands very quickly in their head, do a much better job of predicting what the other player's cards are by a process of elimination and reading people. So they do have an edge over a novice player, but ultimately there's a lot of chance to it, similar to Forex day trading based on price action or indicator type strategies. Experienced traders will often have better risk management and whatnot, giving them somewhat of an edge the way experienced poker players do, but at the end of the day, it's a gamble. No one knows.
So the thing I want to quickly add, I think I've said it before about poker, is that the difference really between trading and poker is that poker, you can actually make money being not very good. You can make money just simply by bullying the other player. All you have to do is to be better than the other player. In trading, you have to be better than the entire market. You have to be better than an entire system, and you have to follow very strict data rules. And that sense, I think trading is actually even harder, but once you do actually master it, it's very, very consistent because you don't have as big swings as in poker. I've played a little bit of poker. I can make a little bit of money in poker, but it's not worth my time. But it's very similar logic, and if you are able to bully your opponent because you might have a chip advantage or something like that, it's a lot easier to just roll with these advantages, similar to like a game like League of Legends or something like that. Once you get an advantage, it's a lot easier to roll with it and get an even bigger advantage.
Where a currency price is headed in a few hours.
Okay, if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows.
And just like with gambling, I've noticed small wins with Forex trading kind of outweigh the negative feeling of huge losses. So you can lose a bunch of money, then have a small profit, and that's going to keep you going, which is exactly how casinos work.
Yeah.
What are they called? Those
slot machines.
Those obviously will make you lose money long term, but the casinos will throw in small wins, throw the player a bone to keep people interested and coming back. And that's kind of been my experience with Forex.
Alright, so this is what you do then, man. What you do is you flip it around. You got to completely flip it so that you have a bunch of small losers and then you have that big winner. So you can make a huge profit with only 30% win rate. So what you have to really do is sniper the entries, right? You have to play the system. You have to find some sort of system that works for you, that you know after 100 trades it will end up being profitable, right? And that's going to take an incredible amount of work in finding different data points, logging things, back testing. I have a whole bunch of videos on this stuff teaching you guys how to do that properly, and then you're just going to blindly follow that system, similar to pulling that handle in the slot machine. And then this way, if you're doing it backwards, you're just going to slowly be losing money, but then you're going to get this big winner instead of just making small little wins, which is what he was kind of saying, is that those small wins are really going to keep you playing, but you need to have those big winners that really eat up all of those losers. And a really good trader, they're going to be able to hit 60-70% win rate. But for the majority of newer starting out traders, I would say shoot for just a 50% win rate and just have your winners slightly bigger than your losers, and then that way you're actually going to be able to make massive profits in the long run.
Trading. None of the Forex videos I've seen talk about having a bulletproof strategy. I've implemented some of them and you can make some money, lose more, but feel good because psychologically those wins release a lot of dopamine, which I think kind of overshadows your logical thinking. Also, the same way the house always wins in casinos, so does the brokerage in Forex through spreads and commission fees, which is kind of unrelated to my point, but also fits nicely into this gambling narrative.
Nice.
Now, I'm not saying that Forex is impossible to be profitable with, but I would personally treat day trading it as becoming a poker player. Is it a viable career path?
No.
I guess it could be for some people, a very small percentage of people, but after all this testing, it's not something that I personally could ever recommend. If someone said, yo, I'm running low on cheese, I don't have a lot of money to work with, but I want to start making money online, there's just absolutely no way I could say day trading Forex is a great idea for them. And I also want to make the clear distinction.
Yeah, here's the thing I want to quickly add. If your goal is to make money from trading, you will guarantee yourself to lose money, essentially. That's something that I've learned over the past couple years or whatever, is that if I focus on just following that, that system that I've created, the same patterns playing out over and over and executing things perfectly, cutting my trades off when the charts tell me to, and not getting attached to anything, not saying, oh, I really want to win, right? And then that way I will slowly make money. And some weeks I might lose, some weeks I might win, but eventually I will be winning in the long run. But like he said, is if there's somebody that needs money, you're gonna lose money. I can tell you that for sure. Never start trading unless you have a passion to learn this actual system and create it like a game. Trying to figure out how a poker player figures out how to play and win against other people. It's got to be the very same mindset.
Of Forex day trading and investing into stocks or commodities, since both kind of look the same from a distance, I'm only talking about the act of buying and selling currencies within a few hours to make a profit. That's my take on it, coming from someone who is not affiliated with Forex brokerages, services, or any companies related to trading Forex, so I don't gain anything from this opinion. In fact, if I said the opposite of what I just said and then dropped an affiliate link to a brokerage in the description, I would make money. So I only lose money on taking this stance. And I think that's why YouTube is filled with almost strictly positive outlooks on Forex day trading. Financially speaking, it doesn't make any sense to have an altering opinion, since you can make videos promoting it and just rake in that cash from affiliate links and other Forex related products. I dove into Forex because I've just seen it advertised so
He's dead on right here. That's basically what I was saying, is you guys can pretty much guarantee to lose everything that you put in for the first year for the majority of people. And I was able to go, I think it took me about 6 months after starting Forex. I started with crypto though a year before, so it was about a year and a half in order for me to stop losing money and actually develop a system that worked for me. And I was putting in massive amounts of hours developing different systems, back testing things, all of these different ideas that would jump into my head. I would say, okay, maybe that pattern would do something, and then I would go and back test it for years, and I would check all the different data points, and then if that system did work in the past, I would then live test it, and this was just a massive amount of work. You was working like 12-hour days with my job and everything like this, and then eventually I was able to find something that, yes, okay, it does make a very small amount of money, not much money, but over a long period of time, that small amount of money gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I'm actually making enough money now where I can live off of that small earnings. I might only be making 2% a week, but I can live off of 2% a week if I really need to.
So heavily that I wanted to see what it's all about. And after about, I think, almost 4 months of looking into the space at this point, I've come to the conclusion that day trading Forex is basically gambling, and the real money in Forex is with creating signal groups, affiliate commissions from brokerages, and the education side of it. And I'll bring up this next part because this would be the first point of attack for a Forex supporter. They can say that, well, it's the same way with dropshipping, and attack that since that's my bread and butter, that's the business I'm in. If someone is watching this and is
I will say for sure, being somebody that does sell mentorships and whatnot. It's completely crazy how much money you can make from this. I'll be honest that I can make more money just from the education side of things, and it was completely unexpected going into this, than I can personally, because I don't have a massive amount of money to trade with. I have enough that I can live off of, but the education side of things is basically can be making much more in potential, right?
Is not a beloved subscriber and does not already know that, which I guess can be very true about some scammy individuals in the dropshipping space, but that's a very surface level argument that falls under the ad hominem fallacy, as dropshipping is very different. It's literally just selling products online using a shipping strategy that doesn't require you to hold inventory. So if you say that dropshipping doesn't work, then you're essentially saying selling products online isn't real, at which point I gotta refer you to Mr. Bezos and his little Amazon website. I don't know, man. All of this is just my opinion, but that's the conclusion I came to, and I think this 50k day trading video is a good grand finale, if you will, for exploration with Forex videos. I may do some more in the future.
Alright guys, I think that's basically wrapped up. I just basically cut it off there. I love this guy. He makes a lot of like really nice, entertaining videos. Good stuff. He's very open with everyone, it seems. So I'm very happy with, you know, how he's expressing everything. Hopefully I was able to give new people maybe a little bit of tips if they are coming from Biaheza's channel. But if you guys do want to watch more, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and then you can actually learn a little bit of how to trade Forex. I just really warn you, you're really in for the hardest thing that you've ever done in your life, and that's basically exactly what it was for me, the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. I'll see you guys next time.
Listen.